Okay, so I'm out walking right now. Angel game going on right now. It's July 26th, 2025. I looked at the MLB app, and they're tied. Angels, Mariners tied 1-1. Each have a solo home run.
Ward's home road splits this year, but he hits this one in the air, right center field. It's Rodriguez back for it. He's out near the wall. It is gone. Taylor Ward has homered for a third time against George Kirby. On a 3-1. Well, this is rifled out to left center field. Julio is going bonkers in LA.
So that was at the third inning. Yeah, so the series is currently tied at 1 win apiece, and there's 2 more games to be played. We're hoping that the Angels can win this one to at least split the series. I'm not at the game tonight, but I will be tomorrow for the day game. Actually saw on SeatGeek a ticket going for $2. $2 for 2 seats. I had to buy 2 seats for a total of $4. So I just decided to buy it on Friday night. Might as well, of course. It's in the outfield, a little far back in right field, but I can always move around the stadium and find shade. It's only going to be 83 degrees, and it hasn't really been a hot summer lately so far this summer. We've had a few days in the 90s. It's mainly 80s, 70s, especially in LA. It has not been too brutal, but we still have August and September to go. And I was thinking about going to Oakland. I keep calling the Oakland A's. I mean Sacramento. I'm going to be going to Sacramento. Plan to go to Sacramento. I may go next week, which is the Seattle Mariners series. It's a 3-game series against the Seattle Mariners. I guess I'm going to be following that team until they have the Ichiro retirement ceremony for his number. And Randy Arozarena, I guess I'll be sitting in the left field area, trying to get a toss-up from Randy Arozarena. I like how he tosses the balls up to all the fans in the stands in the left field area. So I'm thinking I'd probably find a seat around the third base foul pole when I go to Sacramento, if I go when the Mariners go, because Randy Arozarena will be in that area, or even behind one of the dugouts. Or I can find a ticket, or maybe the grass area. I like how you can actually sit on the grass area at a major league ballpark. It's really a minor league ballpark, but it's intimate, it's small. So I'm actually gonna walk a little bit and then talk a little later, because we got a little music going on and don't want to get copyright strike. Okay, so it must be some sort of like wedding or something in the backyard. Somebody's probably singing. Don't really hear the music right now, so I'm gonna keep talking. So, great ball game last night. Walk-off win by Zach Neto on his bobblehead night. His first ever walk-off win. So that was pretty awesome. It's too bad I wasn't at the game. I was at the game before the one the Angels lost at, and the bases were actually loaded, and I think Zach Neto was hitting, or I think it was actually Nolan Shanawell, because it was a left-handed batter. I think it was Shanawell that was batting on Thursday night. It was the last out, and he hit the ball, and Randy Arozarena made a diving catch. And the night before, the Dodgers, I mentioned that in the video, the Dodgers actually had a walk-off with Freddie Freeman hitting opposite field to Harrison Bader, and he actually dropped the ball. It's pretty much similar kind of play, kind of hit to opposite field. Bader was trying to make a diving catch as well, and he actually dropped the ball. So it would have been nice to have Bader out there instead of Randy Arozarena. So maybe they would have tied the game at least. I got a Sunday ticket for $4. I actually had to buy 2 of them, because if I would buy one of them, it would be like $8 or something. So I just bought 2 of them together. I'm gonna try to sell one of them to at least get my money back, where I can get pocket $4. Pretty crazy. Somebody was actually giving up on the Angels, and I'm not sure if the season's over. It's going to depend on this series and maybe the next series against the Rangers. They have until the 31st to the trade deadline. I know the Mariners acquired Josh Naylor, a couple days ago, and he was in the lineup yesterday. So they're actually going to the 4th inning, tied 1-1 with a solo home run by Julio Rodriguez for the Mariners, and Taylor Ward for the Angels. Both went to center field. Yeah, so the next few games are going to determine if they're going to be sellers or buyers. And yeah, I was thinking about going to I keep saying Oakland. I was thinking about going to Sacramento for a couple games there, but Mike Trout is currently sitting at 396. I'll see what happens today and tomorrow with Mike Trout. He's sitting at 999 RBIs and 396 home runs. So he could bat in an RBI tonight to get to 1,000. I don't think people are making a big deal about that as they would with the 400th home run, which will probably be pretty packed, I imagine. And this is pretty much something this is one of the only things the Angel fans have to look forward to. So I'm going to see if I want to go up to Sacramento. Depends what happens the next two games with Mike Trout. If he ends up at Sunday sitting at 398 or 99, maybe I will definitely stay. Go to Monday's game, Tuesday's game until he hits 400. Not sure how much the secondary market's going to be. So I'm going to keep going and checking a little later about the scores. Yes, I'm going to a day game tomorrow. This will be my first Angels day game, Sunday game. They open about an hour before first pitch, only an hour before first pitch. There's no batting practice. And one of the reasons why I shy away from day games is because there's no batting practice, but there's less people there, so there's more opportunities for game home runs or toss-ups from like Randy Arozarena. I'm probably going to hang out in the left field area, try to find some shaded part of the left field area, and probably pop down there when Randy Arozarena is warming up with the Mariners on the field. Or I may even stand behind the Mariners dugout, sit behind the Mariners dugout if I can find an empty seat. I'm sure there's plenty of them. And they're in the sun, the Angels are in the shade, and it seems like they don't really check tickets on the Mariners side, on the visitor side, like they would the Angels side, because they're like the shaded side. Try to stay in the shade and try to avoid skin cancer.
Randy smashes this to center. Adele watches it leave the yard, and a Mariners fan makes the catch out there.
Okay, so it's now 2-1 Mariners. Randy Arozarena hit a home run to center field. So I think it's the top of the fourth and 2-1 Mariners. Hopefully the Angels can come back, tie the game, or get ahead. We'll see what happens. I'm going to talk about how the Dodgers did today. The Dodgers lost against the Red Sox 4-2 today. So its series is 1-1. There's one game tomorrow to see who wins this series. So hopefully the Dodgers can win this series tomorrow. And they had a nice walk-off with Freddie Freeman on Thursday. I was thinking about going to that game, but it's a lot of money to go to Dodger Stadium compared to Angel Stadium, where you get him for like a few bucks. And I guess if I'm going to watch a team lose, at least I didn't spend that much money to watch them lose. Yeah, you go to a Dodger game and they lose, you spend a lot of money to watch them lose. And I've been to the last two Dodger games, they've lost the game. On 4th of July against the Astros and against the Milwaukee Brewers, which they got swept against that team. All 6 games at home and away. You know, the pitching, the ERA for both are pretty similar to Dodgers and Angels. ERA's Dodgers and Angels are pretty similar. They're ranked in the 20s. Both are ranked in the 20s. So that's why both teams kind of struggle, but the Dodgers are in first place. And hopefully they can stay in first place so they can maybe get some pitching. Because I think they definitely have a better chance than the Angels, and the Angels are probably just hanging on by a thread. And I think Arte needs to sell the team. I've been saying that forever and ever, and he was planning to sell the team in 22, but decided to change his mind. And Arte's getting up there in age, and I'm not wishing that would have been the third. He would have been the third guy to pass away, like Hogan and Ozzy. I know things happen in 3, but it's not, he's in that age bracket, age range, along Ozzy and Hogan in their 70s. So I don't like wishing death upon anybody, but it would be nice to at least have Arte sell the team, or maybe something happen where he can't run the team anymore or own the team anymore. You can sell it to somebody that actually cares about the team and cares about the players, player development, and building up the farm system. Because it seems like the minor league systems are pretty garbage for the Angels. I went to the Salt Lake Bees game and it seemed like they were pretty lousy, which reflects to the majors, the Angels team. They're probably going to be just hovering around 500 if they're lucky. They're playing a lot of teams over 500, but they beat a lot of teams over 500. So I guess we'll see how it goes and what players they keep, and if they just stay with the team they have, or if they sell. Or I think they'd rather just sell if they're not going to do any good. They think they're not going to do well the last 2 months. At least get something for the players that you're going to sell, so you can build up the system. I actually walked around here the other day and I saw a snake. It's a garter snake. And it wasn't a poisonous snake, so that was good. And my dad said that the snake actually hangs around there during the afternoons, evenings. We'll see if it's there. I'll let you know. But I'll show you a clip of the snake that I saw, or a photo of the snake that I saw while I was walking the trail. Yeah, there was one time they had the NLCS against the Mets, Dodgers. There was a snake in the dugout. The Dodger dugout, I believe.
It's a real one, too, not a prank. We've had snakes on a plane, snakes on a train, and the latest Hollywood hit, snake in the dugout.
Yeah. Up in that area, there's definitely a lot of wildlife up there. Well, as the Angels go into the bottom fourth and hopefully put up some runs. What do you think? The Dodgers? Yeah, I know the Dodgers will make it to the playoffs again, but I don't know if they're going to make it that deep with the pitching they have unless they beef up the pitching and get some better players and start winning games and going to October hot. Because that's what's really based on. Whatever team's hot going into the postseason is definitely the one that's going to advance and get to the World Series. Okay, so it's 3-2 Mariners, and what happened is that the Angels scored on a sac fly.
A fly ball, left center field, hit pretty well. Rodriguez sizes it up. He's at the wall, and he makes the catch right at the edge of the fence. It will tie the game as both runners advance. Hoppy scores and Renifo to third.
And Cal Raleigh hit a home run for his 40th home run of the season, so he broke the record of leading with home runs through July for a switch hitter, and he was tied with Mickey Mantle, who was also a switch hitter. So congratulations to Cal Raleigh. I'll show you a clip of the home run.
Wow, that is an absolute missile. Cal Raleigh, the first to 40.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the app right now on my computer, and Seattle's leading the Angels 6-2, bottom of the seventh. We got Neto up. They need to get some runs, man. They let, looks like 4 runs scored in the 6th. The Angels had the bases loaded in the bottom of the 6th, but they couldn't get any runs across the plate. Gosh, I think this team's gonna lose. They're gonna have to win tomorrow to at least split the series, or maybe they'll come back tonight. Who knows? Only time will tell. It's just pathetic, this team. 11 years and no playoffs. And you got Arte that'll just hang on. You can't get the team out of his dead hands. So there's 2 outs. Neto grounds out. Gets an out. We got Trout up, and I wonder if he'll do anything, maybe driving a home run, solo home run or something. Get 397 home runs and 1,000 RBIs. Or at least get on. Okay, so Mike Trout didn't do anything in the bottom of the 7th, and the Angels lost the game 7-2, final score. Also, we have an injury with Moncada. He got injured and with hit by pitch. I'll show you the clip.
Got him in the hand.
Moncada in pain as that fastball ran all the way up and in.
Okay, so hopefully nothing bad happened to Moncada, too seriously of an injury. Hopefully, if he gets x-rays, it shows up negative. I know Chris Taylor had a fractured wrist from being hit by a pitch a few months ago or something like that, and he was off for a while. I saw him play on Thursday. So anyways, I'll be at the game tomorrow for the final game of this 4-game series. Hopefully the Angels can win to at least split the series. And that would be great if Mike Trout can get some home runs too, 1 or 2 home runs. Start getting closer to 400 and get that 1,000th RBI. So anyways, I want to thank you for watching. Please like this video, share this video, and also subscribe. I'm at $14.97 as of this recording of this video. So we can definitely get to 1,500 pretty soon. Anyways, I want to thank you for watching, and I'm looking forward to seeing you later. Have a great day.